So today we're going to be making Rice Krispie treats, which is delicious and super duper easy. Unfortunately for this you do need a stove, so sorry Rose Hall people, but there's lots of friendly apartments, and there's also the OVL kitchen if you can talk to your RA so that you have access to a stove, and it's way worth it because Rice Krispie treats are so good. So okay, basic things that you need a pot, and for Rice Krispie treats you need a pretty big pot because between the marshmallows and then all the cereal, it accumulates to quite a bit, and you have to be able to stir it all around and everything. So a big pot is good. And you need Rice Krispie treats is like the name brand. I bought the really cheap generic Ralph's crispy rice. It totally works. It's pretty much the same thing. At your discretion, if you want to go cheap, buy this. If you want to go for a couple extra bucks, you can buy Rice Krispies. And then you need marshmallows, a bag of them, and then you need butter. So yeah, and that's it. Now, first thing that's up is you're going to take butter, and you can use, I mean, it's kind of debatable how much you actually need to use. This is about, I don't know, like three and a half tablespoons. So I'm just going to toss that in here. And you're going to turn on the stove, and you want to keep it, now butter, you want the butter to melt down really good because it's going to get all over the bottom of it, but you don't want to burn it. So I would start like at a medium heat and wait for the butter to melt down a bit, and then we're going to start adding the marshmallows. Alright, so as you can see, it's all melty and bubbly on the ground now. So that's good. And now we're going to add the marshmallows. Now the marshmallows, you have to be careful. This is the hardest part of this, is making sure you don't burn the marshmallows. The key to that is stirring it and not putting the heat so high that you burn it. So you know, keep it on low, like keep it on like a 2 or low heat depending on like what your stove says. You know, and like I said, you want to keep stirring so that it doesn't just sit there on the bottom and burn. Generally, it's 1 box of Rice Krispies, 1 bag of marshmallows. You can kind of judge how much marshmallow you want in your Rice Krispies once you stir the Krispies in, but that's kind of just like the general rule when you're making them. So you can just toss them in there. There you go. Looks okay. So it's starting to kind of get the look that you want. I'm gonna take a look at it again. So like, see the way it's kind of like forming its mass? You can kind of see it turning into marshmallow cream, sort of. Which is kind of like a shortcut version of this that you can do. You can go to the store and buy jars of marshmallow cream. I've never actually made Rice Krispies that way, but in theory, same thing. Melted marshmallows, Rice Krispies equals Rice Krispie treats. So yeah, so this is getting pretty close to being as melted as we want. Okay, so it's all melty. There's a couple like bumps in it still, but like basically it's marshmallow cream. So now we're going to add the Rice Krispie treats. And just start pouring. You know, maybe pour a pile. I like to pour a little bit and then stir it in a bit. And put it all in there. And this is where you can kind of decide how marshmallow you want them. You don't want them, well, generally you don't want them so, like I just put my first pot in there, like, you need more than that. So we're going to add more in. But you can kind of determine like how much you want. It's okay if you crunch it, like this takes some arm work. You know, just work it around, keep stirring. It's really good for your arms. Okay, so this is what your final product should look like thereabouts. Mine are pretty gooey, but I like them that way. So now we're going to put this in a pan, and then we're going to pop them in the fridge so that they're cold enough so you can like cut them really easily, because right now they're just going to everywhere. So turn your stove off, and you need a pan. It's very, like, it really kind of is like whatever size you want. You know, the smaller you pan you have, the deeper they're going to be. The bigger one, you can spray them out later, but it really doesn't matter. Okay, so as you can see, I put it in there, and like I said, it's literally just get your knife and just keep buttering it up, and then you just keep pressing down all over it, and it will flatten down. You can get it into the whatever shape you want, wherever you want. So this is just about done. So now I want to refrigerate it because then the marshmallows can cool completely and then you'll be able to cut it and it'll stay in a square shape. And yeah, so we're going to pop it in and we can enjoy it in a little bit. Alrighty, so it's cold now. And now we're going to cut it. So see, now you actually can get like a square shape, and you don't get that if you just do it first time usually. So just enjoy now. I love Rice Krispie treats. Bye!